Hi, I'm Martin Hendel. My PDG number is 39469. I'm the #1 rated Canadian player. I'm from St. Thomas, Ontario, and I'd like to share with you the discs I use on any given day on any given course. Okay, I want to start with this putter. This is a putter I've used in the last tournament I played. It did me very well in moderate, even heavy winds. It is a San Marino DX AVR, double ring on the back. Some people know that usually symbolizes an older style disc. It's still in great shape, good for stable shots, even up shots, but I personally don't like to use a putter for up shots. I use more star plastic to prevent wear and tear. This symbol is Pig and Putt. It was a tournament run locally, team of 5, and the green ones were given to the captain. So I got myself one of those. I have another putter that's a bottom stamped AVR. It has the ability to stay at a straighter line for a little bit longer period of time because of its slight difference in stability. So I'm going to go to the putters that I use for driving. I've had these in the bag for quite a while. I'll start with this one here. This one is an S-Line max weight double ring P2. And beautiful disc, good torque resistance, can be used with any angle of a shot. It can be used as an anhyzer or a hyzer, but particularly it handles a good amount of wind, moderate to light heavy winds. For something that's not as stable, I use this San Marino AVR. It's been a trusty disc for me for short range shots to long turnover shots. Has done me very well. Max weight as well. I give it a nickname. I call it Cheddar because of its color, and it's won me a lot of cheddar. Oh, I got a putter that stays in the center here. A Star AVR X3, Star Halo X3, and this is like the Firebird version of a putter. Very predictable, very high torque resistance putter I can throw for hyzers, skip shots, and heavy winds. Okay, so next I'm going to introduce my drivers. So I'm going to start with the most stable disc I have in the bag, which is a Glow Max. I'm not sure how long I've had this in the bag for, but very stable, used in heavy wind conditions or when I need something to hit the ground quick. This Glow Max I've used for some sidearms. I don't have much of a conditioned sidearm, but standstills, it's very trustworthy, very torque resistant. When I throw it, I can give it challenge a nice anhyzer angle and get good results. So I have 2 destroyers in the bag. One is max weight, one is 170. This one I've had in the bag for a while, so it is a stable tank of a destroyer. You can use it in heavy winds. This one I'd use only if it's side wind or tailwind. Being lightweight, it can get a bit further. This one is just for trustworthiness, to make sure it doesn't veer off to go out of bounds. So to make sure I stay in bounds, I'd be grabbing this in heavier winds, where this one would be used for various reasons. But these are the 2 destroyers I use at the moment. So I have 2 wraiths in my bag that I carry at the moment. One is brand new. One has approximately 2 seasons on it. And they are great for, I'd say, anywhere from 385 to 420. The reason I use the wraiths are for slow fade, some wind resistance and torque resistance. They have great glide. They're very trusty discs. These are very similar in stabilities, but one is slightly more stable. I am kind of working one in just to make it just like this other one, just so I can have 2 similar ones. But at the moment, having 2 slightly variances in the stabilities helps with trustworthiness, and I can actually get a longer, straighter shot with the one that's slightly beat in. So it basically comes down to wind. I have another wraith here. This one is one of my favorites. It is conditioned to perfection, and I use it in the woods. I could use it in the open. It's got great flight characteristics, more for straight, slight turnover. I have trust within it with the 4 to 450 with minimal fade and good torque resistance to handle straight shots. So if I need to go 400 to 450 down a straight tunnel, this is a disc I'd use. Next I want to show you is a Star T-Rex. It is a disc that was given to me by Jeff Malton, whose number's on there. It's a 4-digit number, 3539. This disc here was lost at the USDGC number 5, and then given back to me by some wonderful people from Innova. This disc got me the 2023 Roller of the Year, and also a nice birdie on a 460-foot par 3. This disc is also versatile for uphill shots. I could use it for multi-purposes, but primarily a roller and when the weather's nice. Here I have a Champion Thunderbird, max weight. This one has been in the bag for quite a while. This Thunderbird is basically what I would use in situations where I need to get a little bit more distance than a T-Bird. One of the highlights I've done with this disc is at USDGC 2021, I was able to birdie the beach hole 4 times, all 4 rounds, which is something I'm pretty proud of. It's got great stability, it's trustworthy. It'll be hopefully in the bag for many more years. Next, I want to introduce my Fairway discs. I'll start with the most stable disc. I have a standard Firebird. It's a commonly used disc for strong winds, hyzer discs mostly, sidearms as well. I'm going to say that I don't throw too many sidearms with it, but it's a very trustworthy disc. It's a sturdy Champion, firm Champion discs, and a lot of Firebirds have different versatilities and different reasons for the purposes, but this disc has been in the bag for quite a while and has helped me in many circumstances. I'd like to introduce these next 2 T-Birds. They're both Champion T-Birds. One's a Glow Champion Plus. The Plus is a slight angle difference in the inside. Releases out of the hand a little bit easier than a standard T-Bird. This one is an early 2000 version of the T-Bird. I'm not sure exactly what year. I got it from a friend last year. It's got quite a few highlights of hitting great lines through the woods. I use it in the open as well. This disc used to be stable, and now it is considered my understable disc when I try to do anhyzers and try to reach that extra distance that a mid-range won't accomplish. And this one does something similar, but it's more stable. But I can throw it harder and get a straighter line out of this one, where I wouldn't be able to do the same with this one. This one's a new addition to the bag. It is a Star T-Bird. I guess they call it pre-flight T-Bird, and it's got great grip and very predictable. It has a good amount of stability, so I can truly rely on it for heavy torque and get some good predictable line. I got it last year, late in the year. A friend had a lot of old discs, and he said, I may like this one. It was a disc that he called the She-Bird, and it had some graffiti on it. Still love this T-Bird. It's staying in the bag. It's not leaving the bag. Next, I want to introduce some of the mid-ranges I use, and I'm going to start with the most stable disc, which is, I think a lot of people recognize the Gator. This is a metal flake Gator Champion. It's been in the bag for quite a while, and it does incredible skip shots, as well as it's worked in a bit, so it's not at its most stable. So it gives me a little bit of play before it catches the air and stabilizes. But it's just something that everybody should have in their bag. I would use this for approach shots when I'm inside 300 and I don't want to throw a straight shot. I want to come in on an angle. It's good for distance control. It won't really stab into the ground, but it's good for skip shots and preventing from a disc going too far. Next is this Star EcoStar Rock. I got this off the internet. I ordered it from a friend in the States. And this one is a 180 EcoStar Rock. And this one got me a lot of birdies in Arizona. And it is a more stable version of the San Marino. Very good grip with the EcoStar plastic. So good in different cold weather, warm weather. It's something trusty that you can always have a good grip with, and it won't slip out of the hands. So this here is a Star Ontario rock. I've recently added this into the bag. It has a great line to it with an aggressive throw. It's a trophy disc I won in this one 2011, and they did this as a ODSA trophy idea. If you win a tournament, you get one of these. This one specifically was from Toronto Island Open. I had it in storage for quite a while. I tried it out in the wintertime and realized how nice it is. Very incredible rock. I had no idea how good it was until I brought it out in the wintertime, and it's done me well. And hopefully, more birdies in this season. It can be used for hyzer discs, but primarily I've been using these for using in the woods and for hitting certain lines that I can throw extra torque on, and good for also moderate winds as well. Aside from rocks, I have a Mako disc, EcoStar Mako disc. It's an older version I use for anhyzer shots, straight shots. A wonderful disc. It's versatile in the sense of straight to anhyzers, and it can be used for open shots, but primarily through the woods. I've found it's helped me in many situations throughout the last couple seasons. And the tail end of the discs of my bag are another surprise, San Marino, and another San Marino. So the reason I'd use a San Marino rock over a Ontario or a Rancho is because it seems to be the one in the center for the 3 different phases of a throw, from the initial release to the fade and to the finish. San Marino seem to have the straightest with my type of throw. I throw a lot of torque and spin. I might not throw a lot of velocity as much as some other players, but I find with the true nature of the flight of the disc, San Marino seems to be my favorite. I'll start with this one. This one is a standard Star San Marino. It is 177 weight. It's got a little bit of writing on the back, but this disc here I would use for a little bit more stability than a DX disc. It's got good durability. It's still got a lot of life left in it. I can trust it. It's got some stability to it and some good play. I use it for situations where if there's a bit of wind, or I can throw a little bit harder. It's a great disc. The stamp specifically is from the Elmer Club. For me, it works really well, so I keep it in the bag. So here I have a DX San Marino rock. This is the Big Bird stamp that people are familiar with. This rock here is what I would use from anywhere from 330 to 285, moderate winds or less. It's a very, very versatile disc, but I would use it for straight shots primarily. It can be used for some height. I prefer not to hit it on trees. So the reason I would use a DX is because it has that precision in calmer conditions and always predictable good grip. Where the Star San Marino, it has a little bit more stability. Grip can be questionable depending on the weather, but I always carry variances of both. But these are the 2 that are in the bag at the moment. I always like to have backups just in case of a lost disc. I'm going to show you a few other discs that I would carry for backups depending on the course and what the course kind of obstacles throw at you. Next, I want to introduce the Stingray. When I got Roller of the Year in 2023, I also did a few baby rollers, and this one was used for very small touch rollers. It's also a disc I could use to get out of trouble. It's very understable, but also very predictable when you throw a roller. Obviously very chewed up, but effective on the course. I got 2 Rock X3s here. These would be in situations where I need a hyzer, where it's inside the distance of a fairway, a Firebird. I'd use the Rock X3. This one here is your standard Champion. This one here is a Glow, and I find with the Glow plastic, especially the Champion, that has a slightly better grip and texture. Either way, this one is more stable, this one's a little bit less stable, but both very predictable, torque resistant, and very reliable. One more disc I'd like to introduce you is the Champion Ape. This is a disc that I would have with me. It's a 13 speed, so for longer distances in moderate to heavy winds. For me, it's very stable and very trustworthy in strong winds and when I need to get a little extra distance through the wind. The Ape, you know, is going to make more distance than it is the Max, and it's going to travel a little faster, and it's also going to be it's faster and more predictable in the stability compared to a Destroyer. With the Destroyer has a little bit more play in the air. So the bag I use is a standard Hero bag I got from Innova. I've had it for 2 seasons. It does the trick. It's got 2 mini holders on the side, drink holders, as well as some cargo area on both sides. I carry my putters on top just for quick access. This carries standardly anywhere between 16 to 18 discs, depending if you're carrying mostly mid-ranges. I usually carry anywhere from 4 to 6 mid-ranges, and maybe a stable putter, and my fairways and my drivers, and I can get up to 19 discs when I carry a variance of different types. Yeah, the front pouch has an open here used for notes. Yeah, you can put your card there. Cell phone. The bag is comfortable. It's done me very well. On the back you have extra padding here, and for the shoulder blades, the lumbar. Some of the more commonly things I carry in the bag are a Bushnell for distance finding. I have a chalk bag for humid temperatures or for any kind of grip issues. This is not actual chalk, it's ash. It does a great job of absorbing the moisture, allowing for good grip without over drying the hands or becoming greasy and moisture. Yeah, as long as you keep the bag dry, hence the bag. Very handy tool for good grip. And I found ash to be the most effective so far out of the different variances of different types of grip bags. I got 2 water bottle holders that can carry a large size. Lots of room for pens and pencils and stuff like that. Yeah, usually when I'm on the course, I like to have an apple, couple bars. I have one side for water, one side for maybe a smoothie or something like that, just to keep the energy levels up. If I want to make some extra notes on the course, this is something I got from Backbone. They're a sponsor I just picked up last year. They gave me this pad. This is good for when it's raining. It keeps the paperwork a little bit drier. When I'm out on the disc golf course, if I'm not using the cart, I'll have a bag and a stool. The stool is for keeping the legs rested or keeping the bag off the ground so it doesn't get muddy. It's something I've become accustomed to, and I feel almost naked without it. Innova provides me with stools. I recommend it to anybody that's playing. They should use a stool. It saves your back. You can rest your legs and keeps your bags clean underneath. It's something that comes with me wherever I go. I always have with me is a towel, sometimes 2. If it's raining, I'll even Ziploc towels in a bag and put them in the sides. That way I can handle a lot of rain. Yeah, it's something that it's a must-have for humid temperatures and just discs. Whenever there's water, you're going to need to keep your disc dry. And for grip purposes, but more in particular for humid days are the best times to have a towel. And just a standard hand towels is what I use. I find that's a very important thing to have is chalk or a birdie bag of some sort and towels for grip purposes. Yeah, so this would be the bag I would use for the season, 2025 season. I want to thank Chains Disc Golf and Wellness for letting us use their facility. They're here in St. Thomas, Ontario. Thank my family and the fans that are there watching. Well, I am truly thankful for Innova. They've been there for me for the last 10 years and been an instrumental part of me improving my game and improving as a player and a person on and off the course. Their equipment is amazing and I can't thank them enough.